Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance the Other Way. Season 1, episode, who knows? Okay, so I will be reviewing 3 shows today. So after this one, I'm going to review Claws, and then after Claws, I'm going to review The Family Chantel. And so y'all gonna see 3 videos from me. I do want to say, I've never said this before, but I feel like people aren't getting the notifications to watch my videos. So if you all are subscribed to me, I would love for you to turn on the notification bell so you can know each time I have a video. You know, I try to do it like a day after it come out, sometimes 2 days, sometimes 3 days, because you know I'm all over the place. So I'd like for you all to hit the bell. Okay, thank you. I'd really appreciate it. Also, I'm still running a sale on my earrings. You can get 15% off using code word thanks. Okay, and that ends on August 1st. I still have not put up the new jewelry, but I do want to go get some more pendants and everything. So I should do that today. And actually, I'm going to do that after I finish these reviews and do what I need to do, then come back. Anyway, I'll put up everything tonight. So by the last review, I'll let you all know that I have my stuff. So, okay. Let's talk about people who don't matter. 2 people commented on my video last time and told me that Tiffany and Ronald had a baby. I didn't go see the baby because I forgot. I didn't even go see the other stuff. I literally say, okay, I'm going to go do it, and I never do it. Sorry, y'all. But they've had a baby. So, honestly, their story is boring. It was boring before, but it's even more boring now. And why do you have so many people on this show? You can't even fit all of the people in one episode. It's like they take turns with the different groups, and that's annoying as hell to me. My window's open, so you're going to hear a lot of stuff. Y'all, my house looks a little bit cleaner than what it was looking for the past week and a half. Because, you know, sometimes your girl go into my depressive state and I can't do nothing. So, you know. But I did it. Well, I didn't do it. My husband did it. But I was here. You know, I looked around. I cooked last night. So that's a victory. That's a victory within itself. So let's get started. We see Tiffany and Ronald. They're driving. She doesn't know if she can trust him long term. Blah, blah, blah. Same thing that we always see. They pass by this little field. And Daniel is like, will y'all let me play in this damn field? And Tiffany is like, I barely let you play outside at home. What you think I'm going to let you play in here? And it's like, but, so he just going to be in the house? Like he a house kid? Like, Ronald says, do you know what human trafficking is, my boy? And I understand that that is a serious conversation that you need to have with someone. But you say, do you know what human trafficking is? Do you know that they can steal your phones out of the car? And then you ask him in the restaurant, hey, Daniel, you want to move here? No, I don't. I don't want to move here. Ronald says that there are ATM bombings and human trafficking and robberies. But you know, nothing that don't go on in the United States. So honestly, I'm not really, you know, if you all didn't know, human trafficking goes on here. We understand that. People be robbing here. People be shooting here. I mean, if we just talking about like the crime and stuff, it's really not anything that you said that's much different from what's going on in America. So anyway, damn, I'm doing this review and my food about to come. I'm just real angry. Don't worry about it, y'all. Don't worry about it. Daniel is like, when they get to the restaurant and they ask Daniel, does he want to, you know, move here? And he's like, no, I want to go back home and I'm not comfortable here. Daniel's like, why in the hell can't you just come to us? And they say that it's grown up stuff. And he's like, well, you got a passport? And Ronald is like, yeah, but you need a visa. And, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to get one. And so Tiffany is like, so if he can't come to us, we have to come to him, right? Wrong. What you talking about? What are you talking about? I just said I wasn't comfortable here. I don't do these little mind games and mind tricks on me talking about if you love Daniel, don't you want to be here? No, I don't. I don't want to be here. How about that? How about that? So Tiffany and Ronald go out. They go out to another dinner, and she has cold feet, and she's worried that she doesn't know everything that she needs to know about his criminal record. So she wants to talk about it. He says why. She says, well, it's just something that I need to know, especially after the lawyer, back in America said, what are you doing? Get off your fucking ass and get out of La La Land and ask this man what his life is about. Okay, you heard me. I said life. What his life is about. He says first they found he put on his friend's jacket. The police stopped him. They found LSD and heroin in his jacket, but they took him down to the police station. They tested him, and he was clean. He had no drugs in his system. And Tiffany is like, damn, so you just be in the wrong place at the wrong time all the time, huh? That's what you do. Second time, they said that he did armed business robbery, but it actually turned out that they had evidence on the security camera from his boss, and that case was also withdrawn. Then two things that he did do: he did pawn his mother's refrigerator, and his mother wanted to send him to jail, but he said, if you withdraw the case, I'll get your refrigerator back. So Tiffany was like, how the hell you pawn a refrigerator? And he like, it's easy. You just take it to your car and take it to the pawn shop. And I mean, we all know how to pawn things. What I was asking is how do you look at a refrigerator and say, you know what? This is what I'm going to take. I don't really think that happens. Another thing that he actually did was he started stealing money from his job in order to be a gambler, and then he started stealing money to cover up the money that he lost, and it was an endless cycle, and then it was too deep, and so his boss actually brought charges, but he asked his boss to withdraw the case and he would work it off, and then after that he went to the wellness center. So he is guilty of one thing because he did go to jail for the stealing of the money. And Tiffany is like, well, that limits his chances to come to the United States from like slim to none. And she says that she's taking a huge leap of faith and she hopes she's not making a big mistake. Okay, we see obviously, I guess she's in South Africa. They've had a baby. I don't really know Tiffany's name. This the baby. So, can y'all see? Oh, that's the baby. So they had a baby. Her name is Tiffany Smith. So I guess they got married. Y'all, my food came. So yeah, let's move on because I'm a little bit hungry. So we see Devin and Jihoon. They go to a restaurant. They're very sad that the trip is going so fast. And, she was so focused on getting his parents' blessing that she didn't really think about, the big move that she's doing and all of the other stuff that she's doing. She says that she doesn't recommend getting pregnant in a long-term relationship. I don't also recommend you getting pregnant immediately, very quickly into your relationship. Yeah, y'all was talking on the damn phone and stuff, but I'm sorry. I know that this is going to sound rude. I don't have any kids, okay? So why? Why I don't understand, especially if you already have a child. Like, do you need to have another one? I'm sorry. That was me. He's going to propose to her. So they go to the casino up in the restaurant at the top. So that shit was expensive, okay? He puts the ring in a glass of ginger ale, and then The waitress brings it to them, and then she's like, oh my gosh, it's a ring in there. She can't get it out because they are champagne flutes, and then he has to drink it, and it was making me sick because I start thinking about nastiness, and then I get a little bit sick. And then he gets it out, she spills the drink. Didn't never call the waitress over. I used to be a waitress, so y'all is certified trash. Okay. Then he ends up dropping the glass, but he asks her to marry him. She says yes. They're engaged. Later we see that Ji-hoon and his family are about to leave, but he'll be back in 2 months. I'm guessing, I don't know. He'll be back in 2 months to see the baby be born. I guess she don't work. I know that she's pregnant, but I guess she just don't work at all, and he's like, I have to make money, and he felt sad and sorry about something. I'm thinking he's sad and sorry because he couldn't come, or he couldn't stay. So they go to the airport. The father says, we'll miss you, but we'll see you soon. The mother gives her a hug. The father gives her a hug, tells her to be careful. Then Ji-hoon gives her a kiss. They kiss. He's like, take care of yourself, and I'll be back in 2 months. And that's the end of their story, Devin says that she is sacrificing everything for a man that she barely knows, and, that's craziness. Well, you got pregnant by a man that you barely know. That's even crazier. That's crazy. It's one thing to move to another country. I'm serious. It's one thing to move to a country, and yeah, you might not know anybody, and yeah, that is a big sacrifice. But a child is forever. You could literally come back to the United States if things don't work out for you all. I mean, if he don't kill you. Not him, just in general. But, you have a whole baby. So, you tied to this man for life. For life. Moving on. Let's talk about Corey and Evelyn, because I forgot all about them. They're going back to their apartment. They got this trash-ass car that cost $7,000 that looked like a piece of trash. Now, my car, it's been through the ringer, okay? It's an old-ass little bitch. Well, actually, it's a man. His name is Alejandro. But I love my car, and I wouldn't think of spending $7,000 on my car because I'd probably shoot myself. Because why? Why are you doing that? Anyway, he talks about how hot it was in the apartment, with the grandmother and the mosquitoes, and Evelyn is just very angry because he's complaining, and she doesn't know how she's going to deal with Mr. Complaints, and he's talking about her paradise, and that's making her angry. But at the same time, you didn't even want to stay in the United States because you didn't like it. So they go to the apartment. They don't have hot water. You can't flush the toilet paper down the toilet. The stove was all rusted, and then the pan was rusted, and he said, why is it like this? Is it from the ocean? And she says, I guess. We just gonna have to go shopping again, and that he should provide for her because he's a man. But what do you mean, the ocean? I'm so confused. What do you mean the ocean? Did the ocean I don't know what you mean when you say the ocean, but everything is rusted. And he knows that he's not going to have the same luxuries that he had in the United States. You should get a dual citizenship. He's going to try to make it work because he loves Evelyn, and that's his goddess. We see Paul and Karini. Paul finally told Karini that his residency was declined. And she says that she's worried that he won't be able to be there. That's why she's going, or that's one of the main reasons, or one of the reasons why she's gonna go to her hometown to be with her family or live with her family. I'm not sure. Anyway, they're going to the hospital to get a final check on the baby, and the doctor is touching on her stomach, and she complains about it. The doctor says that that's not a normal thing to do, and that she may have a bladder infection. They check on the baby. The baby is alive. The baby has very strong heartbeat, and it's a boy. She said, look, Paul, penis. I'm sorry. Anyway, so the Paul asks, "Is it okay for Karini to go by boat because it's a 4 or 5 day boat trip?" Which later Paul says is a 5 or 6 day boat trip. That's a whole damn week on a boat to get to her hometown. So the doctor says it's fine. Just sit for a long time and then stand up, massage your legs, get some blood running through your legs, and be okay. This is a very high risk pregnancy since you've suffered from a miscarriage before, so you just need to be cautious, but you'll be fine. Paul is nervous to tell her parents that he is a perceived terrorist. If you didn't watch their seasons on before the 90 days, I think her father is a police officer or was a police officer. So he was looking at him like, especially after he told him that he had this criminal record. So I'm not sure that this is going to go over well when you say, hey, they think I'm a terrorist. They're going to be like, no, get the fuck out of my house. So since he doesn't know how everything's going to go, he's decided to keep their apartment in the other city for a minute until he figures out, if her parents won't kick his ass out. So they get on the boat. They have decided to get a private room so she can have her space. He puts up the mosquito net. Karini says Paul is a strange man, but I mean, you knew that. He says, okay, I'm going to go take a shower. The water is not the cleanest. He calls it poop water, and I probably would have slapped him in his head. What the fuck you don't have to be here, bro. You didn't have to impregnate someone who came from a land of poop water, since you want to talk about my fucking country like that. Anyway. And why you ain't got no damn money to take me to the U.S.? Anyway, Paul says that he can't take a shower and he just doesn't know what to do. Karini is very Karini is very worried that Paul will not be able to adjust to life in her hometown. And she's just hoping maybe, quite possibly, he'll change. But he won't. You remember the first time he came and he had something to put over his penis, so the pathogens wouldn't go into his penis. If you don't remember that, then you need to watch it, because he did that. Last but not least, we see Sumit and Jenny. Sumit really needs to tell his family. Okay, I understand the cultural aspect of it all, I do, but tell your damn family, okay? Tell your damn family. Sumit says that they can register to get married. And Jenny says, well, we know it's going to be a big fight and you need to be prepared. Sumit says he doesn't understand why he needs permission to marry someone that he loves. Jenny just hopes that he will fight for the relationship because he didn't fight the last time. And he needs her to be serious. She needs him to be serious. Jenny says that she couldn't imagine him letting her go back to the United States. She doesn't want to leave, and she only has 6 months to get married. So this should be, 180-day fiance. So Sumit is clipping her toenails in the next scene, and his phone just blowing up. His phone blowing up. She like, who texting you? I think he said it was nobody. I can't remember. He goes outside. It's his father. His father's like, yo, what's up? Send me your live location. I want to know where you at right now. And he like, no. And they like, okay, well, I want you to come home. And he like, and his father's like, I'll send somebody to the airport. You don't need to send nobody to the airport. I'm going to come to you. Sumit says in order to keep the lie alive, he is going to go back home. And he hopes that Jenny understands. What do you mean in order to keep the lie alive? You don't need to keep the lie alive. See, that's what I'm talking about. You trying to keep the lie alive. Lie don't need to be live. Lie need to be dead. Lie need to be dead. You hear me? Lie need to be dead. Tell them. You talking about keeping the lie alive. You keeping the lie alive mean you gonna still lie. Stop. Okay, I understand, but stop. Stop. That's the only thing that's getting on my nerves. Just stop. I want them to win. I like them, like both of them, but they submit. Get it together. I'm serious. I'm dead ass. Anyway, I'm about to eat my food. If y'all want to know what I got a burrito. I'll show you. I was about to say, damn, they done gave me 2 burritos. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. It's a big O. It's a big O. No, it's just a big. I got it from where my friend works. Although, I got it through Uber Eats, so she probably not even there. Anyway, if y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, I got sauce. And I got pico de gallo. I love pico de gallo. Oh, and I got sour cream. Thank the Lord. Anyway, if y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Sorry. And after I eat this food, I'll be back with Claus and then the family Chantel. So, bye.